everybody, welcome back to another practice. Today, this practice is going to be called lines and binds. So lines, making pretty lines when you're in your balancing poses. We're going to work to some big peak poses and working on binds. Now, binds have been something, bind is essentially where you're binding your hands together, okay? But usually you're wrapped around a leg or around behind your back. This is essentially, being able to do this is essentially a bind. Can't do it. It has been something that's been in and out of my practice, but something I've been wanting to bring back to my practice. And so that was the inspiration behind creating this flow for you guys today. In saying that, because it hasn't been in my practice, I'm going to be demonstrating with a lot of straps. And I recommend if you have a strap, grab one. If you don't have a strap, anything really like a nylon strap, a dog leash will work. It doesn't have to be fancy. I have two here because one of the warm-up exercises that I'm going to have us do is, I find it is a little easier with a stretch. So if you have a TheraBand, that's also a good thing to grab for this practice, just because it can, this is like a thick exercise band, but it has some give to it, and it's going to kind of be a little more forgiving in some of the warm-up exercises that we'll do once we get started. So if you have those things, pause this video, go grab them, and then come on back and we will go ahead and get started. So I'm going to put my straps off to the side because we don't need them quite yet. And then you're going to come to a comfortable seat. Cross your legs in a comfortable position. Ground down through your sitting bones. Grow tall in your spine. Float your eyes closed. Start to lengthen your inhales and your exhales. As you inhale, feel your spine grow longer, and as you exhale, pull your belly back towards your spine, emptying out your lungs, using that diaphragm to really push all the air out of your lungs. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, palms come to touch overhead, and then pull your hands in front of your heart. Bow your chin slightly. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. Remembering that your intention can be based purely on yourself, or you can extend it out to others. Maybe a neighbor or a friend needs some of your energy today. Float your eyes open and go ahead and drop your hands down. Now go ahead and grab either your strap, or if you have a TheraBand as well. It should be a fairly light TheraBand, but you want it to be kind of give you some resistance. So I would, if you have a long TheraBand, double it up, or if you have a loop like this, just double it up. And what we're gonna do is your arms are gonna be kind of down by your knees, palms are facing down. You're just gonna pull your band apart just a little bit, give it a little stretch. Keep your ribs, lower ribs pulled in, low belly pulled in, and then you're gonna inhale, raise your arms up overhead, and then keep going. Try not to kind of do one and then the other, but allow the arms to pull back behind you. And then once you get here, you'll feel a really nice stretch in your pec muscle. So stay here, breathing. Don't forget to keep that spine nice and long. And then exhale, bring your hands back down towards your knees, keeping the tension out on the band here. Take a breath. And then inhale, hands up one more time. Not one more time, I don't know why I said that. This time, pull the band apart, so that you can evenly, your hands should be symmetrical. Keep going, keep going, keep going until your hands are now behind you. Palms should be facing up now. Keep that tension pulling away from each other, really feeling in that shoulder blade. And then inhale, reach it back up, all the way back overhead. Exhale, hands down. We're gonna do that just super continuously a few more times, just warming up those shoulders. Stretch the band as much as you need, but make sure you're doing even pressure and your arms are more or less symmetrically going up and around. Just really warming up those shoulder joints. One more time. All the way up and over. Keep that outward pressure, pulling that band apart, engaging those shoulders. And come on down. Go ahead and drop your band down. Maybe shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and then roll them back a few times. And then reverse the direction. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. And exhale, bring them through center, roll up over your knees, and come up to a tabletop position. Place hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and let's work through some cat and cow. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round the spine, belly button pulls up, the head drops. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat. Keep going on your own breath. Pay a little attention to the motion of your scapula coming together when you drop down into cow pose and pressing them apart, doming the back in cat pose. On your next inhale, come to a neutral spine. You're going to send your right leg out to the side, the instep of your foot grounding down, and then go ahead and actually flatten the whole foot down. Slide your hands back, come up onto your left knee. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Grab the left wrist with your right forefinger and thumb, and then reach over towards the right, stretching into your left side body. Inhale, back up to center. Switch hands. Reach grab your right wrist with your left fingers and reach over towards the left, but keep that right leg grounded down. So you have to use a little bit of your abdominals here because you have nothing stopping you from going all the way down to the left. Inhale all the way back up to center. Sweep the hands down to the floor and back in your tabletop position. And then sit back, keeping your right foot out. Sit back on your heels in a kind of a modified child pose, stretching into that right hip adductor muscle. And then we're going to take it a little further. Take your left hand to the back of your neck. It's just kind of resting there as a reference. Lift your elbow up off the floor, and on an inhale, rotate up towards your left, raising your elbow up, and then exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale it down. Inhale. And then exhale down. Stretch that left hand out in front. Come forward back to your tabletop position. Lift your right foot up. Hover your foot there for just a second. Working that core. Working that oblique. Working your hip abductor. Just hover there. And then bend your knee, set it down under your right hip. Reach that left foot out to the side, set the foot down, kind of ground down through the outer edge of that left foot. And then exhale back, now child pose with the left leg extended. Stay here for just a stretch, feeling that stretch in that left inner thigh. And then let's take it into our thoracic spine, bringing the right hand to the back of your neck and head. Inhale that elbow up, rotate, exhale down. Inhale, rotate up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale down. Stretch that right arm out in front of you. Drag your hands towards you and then come up to tall kneeling on the right, because I forgot to do this already. Inhale, sweep your arms up over your head. Grab your right wrist with your left forefinger and thumb, reaching your body over towards the left, stretching into that right side body. And then come up to center, switch your grip, right hand grabs left wrist, and stretch over to the right, but you have to use those right abdominals to keep yourself from going all the way over. Imagine a long line of energy from that left hand down through the outer edge of that left foot. Core is engaged here a lot. And then come up to center. Bring your hands down back into a tabletop position. But before you bring that left leg in, let's lift and hover. Keep your toes pointing forward. Feeling that left hip abductor. Obliques are working hard. Hover there. Yes, you can. And then go ahead and bend your knee. Set the knee down. Let's do one more round of cat and cow. Inhale, drop your belly, look upwards, and then exhale, arch your back. Tuck your toes, send your hips high, downward facing dog. Your first downward facing dog is your first downward facing dog. Do what you need to do. Get your wiggles out, maybe pedaling out your feet, maybe swivel your hips. And then when you're ready, find some stillness in your down dog. Feel your scapula wrap it and really press against your rib cage. Rotate the creases of your elbows forward towards the front of your mat. Tailbone is high. Knees can be slightly bent if you'd like. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Strong plank here. Just holding your plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips push straight back and up. Bring your feet about a little wider than hips distance apart. And again, shift forward to plank for an inhale. And then as you exhale, lift your left hand, push it back to downward facing dog and reach for your right ankle. Gaze under your right elbow, armpit. And then inhale forward to plank again. Replace the left hand. Exhale, right hand reaches for left ankle. Gazing under your left armpit. Inhale, back forward to plank. One more time, both sides. Exhale, left hand to right ankle. Inhale, forward. Exhale, right hand to left ankle. And then inhale it forward to plank. Lower down all the way to your belly. Untuck your toes. Slide your hips down back by your ribs. Inhale, baby cobra, just pressing the ribs up, not the belly. Once that lower rib lifts, just hold it there. And exhale back down. Inhale, baby cobra, just the ribs lift. Exhale it back down. One more time, inhale, baby cobra. And exhale it back down. Tuck your toes. Send your hips high. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come up on your tippy toes, look between your palms, and then slow and controlled tippy toe yourself, walk up to the front of your mat. Hands, feet come about hips width distance apart at the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way up to standing, palms go overhead, and then exhale your hands in front of your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, send your right leg back. So now you're in a let's send our left leg back. So now you're in a runner's lunge, right leg forward. Go ahead and lower your back knee, keep your toes tucked, and come up low lunge. Biceps frame the ears, pull that left hip forward in space. Stack that right knee right over the ankle. Low belly engaged. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step that left foot back up to the top of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your palms. Now send your right foot back. Runner's lunge for a brief inhale. Then exhale, drop your knee. Come on up, low lunge, left side and forward. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step that right foot right back up to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step that left foot back again. Now keeping your knee lifted, rise up, crescent lunge. Again, stacking that right knee right over your ankle. Maybe bend that back knee just a little bit to square your hips off towards the front. And once you feel that they square off, straighten that back leg as much as you can. Though it's more important that your hips are square than the straightness of your back leg. Low belly, keep it engaged. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step that left foot up to the front. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Step that right foot back. Keep the knee lifted. Rise up, crescent lunge, left leg forward. Squaring off your hips. Strong arms, lots of energy through your fingertips. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step your right foot back up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Step any foot back. Right, and both feet come back into plank. Lower down halfway or all the way to your belly. Inhale, up dog or cobra, if you're not quite ready for a dog yet. And then press it back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, pull your knee into your chest, shift forward to plank. Set the foot down between your palms. Lower that left knee again. Come up, low lunge. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step your right foot back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, pull your knee into the chest. Set the foot between your palms. Lower your right knee. Inhale up, low lunge. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step your left foot back. Move through your vinyasa. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, shift forward to plank. Set the foot between your palms. Keeping your left knee lifted. Crescent lunge. We're gonna build on this just a little bit for the crescent part. So using your abdominals and control, slowly start to rotate towards your right leg. Reach your left arm forward, right leg reaches back. Check your hips. Make sure that right hip is reaching back, not splaying out over the left side of your the right side of your mat. Reach your fingertips wide. Big inhale here, and then exhale. Place your left hand inside your right foot. Right arm reaches up, gaze up at that right hand. Lower down your left knee, untuck your toes. If you can, bend your left knee, grab for your left foot with your right hand, open your chest, pull into that quad. Go ahead and release your foot gently. Swing that right arm up and over. Frame your right foot. Untuck your toes. Send your right foot back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to chest. Set the foot between your palms. Come up, crescent lunge. Inhale. And then exhale, twist open to the left. Right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back. Maybe you gaze back at that left thumb. One more inhale. And then exhale, hand comes inside the left foot. Left arm reaches up overhead. Gaze up at your left thumb. Make sure you're pressing out of that right shoulder. You're not just sinking down. Your shoulders away from your ear. Neck is long. Lower your right knee. Bend that right knee. If you can, grab onto that right foot with your left hand, pulling that foot close to you, but also using that foot to kind of twist you open your chest. And then release that foot. Circle that left arm up and over. Frame your left foot. Step your left foot back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale up on your tippy toes. Look between your palms. Exhale, float or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way to standing. Hands come down in front of your heart. Exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, float or step back to plank and move through your vinyasa. Two more times. Inhale up at your tip, look at between your palms. Exhale, float or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Palms raise overhead. Exhale, hands come down in front of your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, float back to chaturanga, or step back to plank, and move through your vinyasa. One more time, inhale up on your tippy toes, look between your palms. Exhale, float or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, float back to chaturanga, or step back to plank, and move through vinyasa. We're gonna do, now that we've kind of warmed up a little bit more, another shoulder stretch to kind of get ready for our binds. So I'm gonna turn, face this way. You can come down to your knees or sit on a block if that's more comfortable on your knees. But you're gonna grab your not stretchy strap, whichever one of those you grab. And what you're gonna do first is you're going to reach your right arm forward with your palm facing up. Come out to the side, palm still facing up. And then bend your elbow, bring your hand, and reach like you're reaching between your shoulder blades. Good job, okay. Now straighten that back out, reach it back out to the side, and sweep it forward. Do the same thing with your left. So left palm up to the sky, reach it out to the side, up overhead, then bend the elbow, reach between your shoulder blades. Nothing else should change. The position of your head, the position of your ribs and your belly. The only thing that's moving should be your arm. Reverse it all out, reaching up, out to the side, and then sweeping it forward, lower down. Take a hold with your right hand to the strap if you need it. Sweep your right arm out to the side, palm facing up. Come up overhead and go ahead and, oops, I did this wrong, that's okay. Reaching between your shoulder blades. Now if you have a hold of your strap, it should be kind of hanging down between your shoulder blades. Now set your left hand in front of you, palm facing out to the side. So like your thumb is pointing down, pinky's up to the side, to the sky, and your arm is out in front of you. Then you're gonna sweep your arm, sweep out to the side, and then reach it up as far behind your back as you can, either taking hold of your right fingers, or if you're like me and have super tight shoulders, you might just need to grab the strap. Keep your chin up, keep your low belly engaged, and just enjoy the stretch. Unwinding out, if you're first release that left arm, just come on out of it, give it a shake, and then go ahead and just reverse your right arm. Taking a hold of the strap with your left hand, palm up, strap's just laying across your palm. Reach it out to the side, up overhead, and then drop that strap down towards the middle of your belly. Right arm's gonna reach forward, palm facing away from you, thumb pointing down, pinky pointing straight up. Reach that hand all the way back, like you're reaching as far back as you can. Then once you cannot move that humerus back anymore, bend your elbow and grab for that strap. Or if you have the bind and the mobility, grab for your fingers. Release the strap with your right hand. You're just gonna stretch it out and then bring that left hand down and move your strap back out to the side. Plant your palms. If you turn for whatever reason, come back to your normal orientation. Send your hips high, downward facing dog. Oh, that felt interesting on my knees. Inhale, right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, drop your foot. Open your hip, knee up towards the sky. Keep your shoulders square here. And then square your hips back off. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull your knee to your chest. Forward to plank. Step the right foot between your palms. Spin your left heel down. Come on up, warrior two. Check your alignment. Right knee pointed, pushing out towards your pinky toe. Grounding down through the sole of your feet. Grounding down through the outer edge of your left foot. Inhale, flip your right palm and reach forward on we're gonna go back to peaceful warrior, but this time I want you to wrap your left hand, reach for your right hip crease as you reach your right hand up overhead. Coming up, back through warrior two. Keep your left hand there, and then just rest your right forearm on your right thigh. Open your chest, reach your chin up, twisting those ribs up towards the sky. If you would like to go deeper, feel free. We're gonna do this a few times though, so know that you'll have another opportunity as we work into our full bind here. Inhale, back up to warrior two. Both arms are nice and long. Straighten your right leg, shift your hips back, and come down into triangle pose. Right hand down to your shin, a block, the floor, left arm reaching up overhead. Right sitting bone pointing towards the left arch. Spine is long, abs are engaged. This part of the flow, we're just getting our bodies ready for the pretty lines. Rebend that right knee, come back up, warrior two. Straighten your right leg, turn your body to face the front, pop that left foot in just a little bit, and then keep twisting much like we did in crescent lunge, reaching that right arm back, left arm forward, and then slowly and with intention, bow forward, reaching that left arm towards the floor, right arm's reaching up for twisted triangle or pyramid. Gaze up at that right pinky toe, right hand. And then exhale, bring your right hand down, frame your right foot, maybe heel toe it in just a little bit. Pop that left foot in, maybe just a little bit more. Feet should be parallel here. Bring your hands to your hips, and then all at once, come back up to standing. Now, a full pyramid pose, what we're gonna do is we're gonna redo our bind. So reaching your right arm towards the middle of your shoulder blades, left arm reaching out and back. Maybe your fingertips touch, they're so close. If they don't, grab onto your strap. And allow yourself to use some help. One of my favorite shoulder stretches in this pyramid pose. So once you get your bind, whether you're binding with your fingers or using a strap, pull your low ribs in, tuck your belly. Inhale, with a long spine, bow forward, the flat back, over that right leg. Once you get to about parallel, hold here. Big stretch in that left shoulder. And then again, with a flat back, pushing through that right hamstring, press back up to stand. Release your bind. Put your strap out to the side. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Clasp your fingers, keep your pointer finger and thumb finger out. Gaze at your thumbs, and let's do a little back bend here. And square hips, pull your wrists back, chest up to the sky. Look back. And then come back forward. Hands frame that right foot, step that left foot back. Step your right foot back to meet it in plank and move through your vinyasa. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, drop the foot, bend the knee, open your hip. Square back those hips off, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Shift forward to plank. Set the left foot between your palms. Spin that right heel down and come up, warrior two on the left. Flip your left palm up, and as you reach it forward, reach for your left hip crease with that right hand. Reach forward, paint the sky, peaceful warrior with a half bind. And then exhale down, left forearm to left thigh. Open your chest. Keep reaching for that left hip crease with your right hand. Open your chest, maybe gaze up. If you want a little bit more, taking it deeper, you may, but remember we will come back here. Inhale, come up back to warrior two. Straighten your left leg, send your hips back, and drop down, triangle pose. Hand can come down to a block, or your leg, or the floor here. Rebend that left knee, come up, warrior two. Then let's turn towards the front, pop that right foot in just a little bit. Keep twisting, keep that left leg straight now, and then drop it down towards the inside, or you can put your hand on the outside of the left foot, whatever is more accessible to you for twisted triangle, revolved triangle. Exhale your left hand down towards the floor. Pop that right foot in and make it parallel so both toes are pointing forward. Grab your strap if you need it. Hands to your hips. Rise all the way up with a flat back to a stand. This time, left hand is going to come out and around. Reach between your shoulder blades. And then right hand is going to come out and back. Reach towards your fingers. If you have your strap, still try to reach for your fingers. Don't automatically go for the strap. I have to remind myself mainly of that. Keep your low belly nice and tight here. Once you get that bind, super flat back, super strong, bow forward to parallel. And then when you're ready, come on back up to stand. Release the strap. Bend your left knee. Send your right foot back. Left foot back to meet in plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, so now we get to build a little bit. So we're going for full binds. If you're gonna need a strap, make sure it's handy. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Drop your hip, drop your knee. Oh my God, drop your foot. Bend your knee, open your hip, there we go. Go ahead and flip your dog if that's in your practice. Shifting to that outer edge of your left foot. Right foot lands, reach it up. Long, beautiful lines, hips high. Palm facing forward, or reaching forward, facing the ground. Slowly and intentionally come out of your flip dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, forward, knee to chest. Send the foot between your palms. Spin that left heel down. Come on up. Warrior two. Flip your palm, reach it forward, reach up and back. Peaceful warrior, left arm's reaching for that right hip crease. And then exhale, down, maybe all the way this time. Extended side angle, keep that left hand behind, reaching for that hip crease. Now if you want a little bit more, take that right hand, reach underneath your right thigh and reach for your fingers. If you need to use a strap here, put the strap in your left hand first and then grab for the strap with your right hand. Lengthen your spine if you're here. Rotate, open the chest up towards the sky. Look down at your right foot. If you'd like to take it to the peak pose, hop that left foot up. Find your balance in your left foot. Come up on your right toes, standing up, pull that right leg up with you, and you're in bird of paradise. Find your balance, use a drishti. Once you get that balance, extend your right leg. You have as long as you want to hold there, but when you're ready, come on out. Step the right foot down, keeping your bind, take that left foot back. Let go of the bind, reach your chest up towards the sky. Inhale, sweep the arm up overhead, just for a bit of a stretch. And then as your left hand comes back down, pull yourself back up to your warrior two. Straighten that right leg, send your hips back, and come down into a triangle pose. Gazing up at your left hand for a moment. And then gaze down at your right toes, bend your right knee, and then launch up into half moon. If sugarcane pose is in your practice, bend that left knee and grab your left foot with your left hand, opening it up. Long, beautiful open lines. Long spine. Always welcome to just play with it. Maybe you just tap your ankle with your hand and then extend back out into half moon. Wherever you are, come back to half moon. Send that left foot out and down, warrior two. Turn to face the front, pop that left foot in. Twisting over, left hand reaching forward, right arm reaching back, come on down for a revolved triangle, reaching that left hand up towards the, right hand up towards the sky. Gaze down at your toe, bend your right knee, reach that left hand out in front of your right foot and come up for revolved half moon. If you want to try and bind, grab your left toes with your right hand. Not easy. That's kind of fun to try, right? Release the bind if you have it. Refine that revolved half moon. Step that left foot back. Frame your right foot with your hands. We are gonna skip. Actually, yeah, we're gonna skip. I was gonna do warrior three, but I think that's a little cruel. So instead, let's do handstands. So pop that left foot in a little bit, plant your palms, send your right high, and then let's do kick switches. Allow yourself some playtime and allow yourself to have a little sense of humor. And whenever you're ready, move through a vinyasa. And we'll all meet down in downward facing dog. All right, left side, here we go. Inhale, left leg rises. Bend your knee, drop your foot, open your hip, and flip your dog. Wild thing pose. Left side, long, beautiful lines. Hips are high, opening your chest. And then come back through center. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Set the foot down. Spin your right heel down and come up, warrior two. Flip that left palm forward, up, reach it forward. Half bind with that right hand, reaching for your left hip crease. And then come down, either to forearm to thigh, or all the way down to the floor for half bind, extended side angle. If the full bind is in your practice, reaching under that left thigh, grab for your fingers or a strap. Once you get the bind, lengthen your spine, turn your chest up towards the sky, and then hop that right foot up to the front of your mat. And we're going for bird on the right side. So all your weight into that right foot. Pull your left leg all the way up to standing. Find your drishti. And once you find your balance, extend that lifted leg as much as you can. Then when you're ready, rebend that left knee. Set the left foot down. Send your right foot behind you. Release your bind. Put your right hand or left hand on the floor. Reach your right arm up overhead. And then pull yourself up using your right hand back to warrior two for a breath. And then straighten your left leg. Send your hips back and come on down. Triangle pose. Look down at your left foot. Bend your left knee and launch into your half moon. If sugar cane is in your practice, bend your right knee. Reach for your right foot. Open that hip, open your shoulder. Big, long, beautiful lines. Yes, you can. If you have sugar cane pose, release your foot, come back through half moon, rebend that left knee, send your right foot back, turn to the front, straighten your left knee, pop that right foot in, turning from your waist, reach it forward, revolve triangle. Gaze down at your left foot. Bend the left knee, send your right hand forward. Lift the right leg forward. Revolved half moon. If you'd like to try, bend that right knee. Reach for the right knee with your left hand. Open it up. I don't know if this is a real thing or not, but I thought about this in my kitchen today. I was like, we're doing this. You're welcome. Extend the right arm, or the right leg and that left leg out long. Send the foot back to pyramid pose. No pyramid with a bind, but plant your palms. Sweep your left foot up and back. And let's do some kick switches. Wherever you are, keep playing or move through vinyasa. Find a child pose. We'll all meet together in child pose. Wasn't this fun, you guys? I actually feel very open. Something I need to work on some more, for sure. All right, friends. Come on up to downward facing dog. We are going to work dancer pose here. So we're going to do it first with a regular dancer, then we're going to use a strap for king dancer. Come up on your tippy toes, look between your palms. Exhale, float or step forward. Come all the way up to stand. Doesn't need to be pretty. Just get yourself ready. Okay, so dancer on. Let's do right leg, stand on your right leg first. Lift your left foot up towards your seat, but keep your knee pointing as straight down as you can. Then reach down for your foot with your left hand. Switch your grip toward the inner arch of your left foot. So your thumb is kind of towards your toes. You're holding the inner arch. Your shoulder is super open. Inhale, right arm up towards the sky. Kick into your left hand with your left foot. Slowly start to bow forward. Think of the left knee pointing straight down towards the floor. The point is square hips here. You get so sick of me saying that, but breathe, find your drishti. Keep kicking into that left foot. Keep pulling that left knee down towards the floor. And then come on up. Drop the left knee down. Let go of the left foot. Cartwheel your right hand back. Shifting your weight into your left foot. Bend your right knee. Grab the inner arch of your right foot. Lift that left arm up nice and high. And then kick straight back. Bow it forward. There should be so much energy between your foot and your hand that you're so stable. They're balancing each other out. Equal energy, pulling and pushing. Breath is steady. And then come on out of it. Now for some fun. So if you have a traditional yoga strap, make a small loop with your yoga strap, okay? Put the loop on your left foot. Take the left arm behind you, elbow is pointing straight up. Your left knee is still pointing down. You're strong in your standing leg. Right arm is going to come up and grab that same strap. Now, pull up onto that strap until you get a fairly good stretch of your quad without dumping into your lower back. And then same thing. Kick the top of your foot into your strap. Pull with your arms. Start to bend forward. Maybe you can walk your hands a little bit further towards your toes. Embrace the wobble. Pull that left knee down towards the floor. And when you're ready, pull that left knee down. Just allow that strap to slide through your hands. Shake it off your foot. And attach the strap now again to your right foot. Last one. And then we move into back bends and then finally Shavasana. So you are almost there, people. grabbing onto that strap with your right hand first. Right hand, bicep frames the ear. Right knee still pointing straight down. Then take a hold with your left. Maybe start to pull just a little bit, taking out any slack. And then when you're ready, kick into that right foot. Start to bow forward. Pull with your arms. Maybe walk your hands towards your toes just a hair. Breathing steady. And then when you're ready, drop your knee down and let the strap fall through your feet, fall through your feet, fall through your hands. Undo the strap. I think we're done with straps for today. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, palms wide, dive it down. Bring your feet wide apart, bend your knees, grab opposite elbows, sway side to side and ragdoll. Releasing that lower back. Plant your palms. Heel toe your feet out to the side. Toes can be off the mat. Heels, try and stay on the mat. Come down in the yogi squat. Drop your hips down. Elbows press your knees away. Bring your hands to heart center. Oh, that feels good. Press your knees wide so your chest isn't collapsing. Take a couple breaths here. For one more active opening of your chest, reach your right arm out to the diagonal in front of your toes. Left arm up overhead. If you would like, reach that left arm behind your back. Right arm's coming around the front of your shin, from the inside of your thigh, around the front, and grabbing on in the back. Again, welcome to use a strap here, but I did promise you we're done with your strap. Release that bind, reach that left arm up, come back through center, breath here. And then reach that left arm up, left arm out, right arm stretching up. Reach that left arm around and then grab on to your right fingers from behind your back. Release the bind. Reach that right arm up. Come through center. Lengthen your spine. Take a big breath here. And then reach your hands behind your seat. Turn your toes forward and sit down on your bum. Roll all the way down to your back. Keep your feet flat on the floor here. Maybe you can graze your heels with your toes, but try and make sure your knees, hips, and heels are all in one straight line with the respective side. And when you're ready, inhale, lift your hips, bridge pose. Grab onto, clasp your fingers underneath, roll your shoulder blades under, and press your forearms into your mat, opening that chest a little bit more. And then unclasp your hands, roll down to the floor. Heel toe your feet wide to your mat, and then drop one knee at a time, releasing that lower back, release the hips a bit. Next, we're going to take another bridge, or if you'd like to take it into a full wheel. Your spine and your shoulders are very open, or should be. Whether you did full binds or not, you should still be fairly warm from the sequence that we did today. So I encourage you, just try full wheel. If you've never tried it, maybe even just try going up to the crown of your head and pressing your elbows straight just to see. You might surprise yourself. So I'll call out my sequence, or if you're really not comfortable, by all means, take another bridge, take a restorative bridge, grab a block, put it under your sacrum. Enough talking, let's just do it. All right, inhale, raise your hips up off the floor, right, arms rise up overhead, stretch them long, and then bend one elbow at a time, sending your hands flat right by your shoulders. Inhale, press to the top of your head. Re-engage those elbows, make sure they're pointing forward, and then straighten your arms. Press your chest high. When you're ready, if you're in full wheel, first lower down to the tops of your shoulders, and then roll all the way down to your back. Feet come wide on your mat, and then windshield wiper, legs side to side. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Maybe roll side to side, giving yourself a nice little back massage. Keep a hold of your right leg, send your left leg out long. Take your right knee with your left hand. Send your right arm out to the side. Pull that left knee over, oh my gosh. Right knee over to the left, gaze over to your right. You know what to do. Come back through center. Give your right knee a big squeeze. Bring that left leg up. Send the right leg out long. Left leg, big squeeze. And then pull it on over to the right. Reach that left arm out. Gaze over to the left. Come back to the center. One more big squeeze to the left. Right leg comes up. If it feels good, maybe make yourself into the tightest ball possible, forehead to knees. Tighten everything you have. Tighten your toes, tighten your calves, tighten your belly, tighten your shoulders, shrug them up towards your ears, and then everything is just gonna fall away. Relax it all. Extend your legs, Shavasana. Allow yourself to just do nothing. Do a little body scan here, starting from your toes, through the arch of your foot, through the front of your shin, your calf, your quad muscle, your hamstrings, glutes, your abdominals, even your diaphragm, your ribs, your pecs, your shoulder girdle, your biceps, your wrists and forearms, your fingers. Nothing. Just be paralyzed. Soften the space in between your eyes, your forehead, your temples, your jaw, even your eyelids. to become aware of your breath again, maybe slowly lengthening in your inhales and your exhales. Start to wiggle your toes and fingers. Maybe roll your toes inward and outward, waking the hips back up again. Reach your arms up overhead, one last big stretch. Make yourself as tall as you can. Feel that long line of energy from your fingertips to your toes. And then bend your knees. Bring your feet flat to your mat and roll onto your side. Staying here in this side lying position for a moment. And then press yourself up to seated. And come back into the place we started. Crossing your feet. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Palms come in front of your heart. Take a moment of gratitude for the things that you are able to do. Take a moment to recall your intention for your class and use your intention throughout the rest of your day. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.